Many believe that France is only Paris, but today I will show you that this country is much more than the Eiffel Tower. Join me to tour from the imposing mountains of Chamonix, where the Alps brush the sky, to the Mediterranean glow of the French Riviera, with its beaches, colors, and glamour. We will also reach the medieval magic of Mont Saint-Michel, an island that seems to be something out of a fairy tale. And we will end up on the beaches of Normandy, where history can still be felt in every step. So come with me, this is France beyond Paris. We start our trip by entering France through Luxembourg. We drove towards Chamonix, crossing landscapes that look like something out of a movie. Chamonix is located at the foot of Mont Blanc. The village combines small wooden houses, a river that flows through it, and a mountaineer atmosphere you can feel in every corner. Its streets are full of coffee shops, adventure equipment stores, and views that force you to stop and take pictures. Every 2 steps has a special charm, and one of its most characteristic sounds are the bells of the village church, can be heard resonating among the mountains, as if the whole village were synchronized with that alpine echo. We visit Chamonix in May. The weather was cool and with cold nights. It is ideal to wear warm clothes, a waterproof jacket, and prepare for variable weather. Aiguille du Midi, I think this is how it is pronounced, found in the French Alps, just above the village of Chamonix, within the Mont Blanc Massif, and its station is located at 3,482 meters high. From the center of Chamonix, the cable car goes straight to the top, one of the tallest and most spectacular in the world, and at a certain moment, you are surrounded by eternal snow, and you have the wind freezing your face and you think, why didn't I bring one more sweater? But all is worth it. You feel that you are on the terrace of heaven. At this point, you feel short of breath. You stop, you recover, and continue to admire these views that only Mont Blanc provides. And if you are lucky and the weather allows it, you can see from there the Italian Massif Mayor and the Swiss Alps. A few hours later, we return to town to enjoy a hot meal and rest to get ready for our next stop. The next day we headed south, crossing endless tunnels that seemed that we're going to another world. In fact, a section of the road led us to Italy, before returning to France to reach Monaco. And even if it is not French territory, how not visit it if we were already there? Monaco is one of the smallest principalities in the world. His most famous neighborhood is Monte Carlo, known for its iconic casino and sports cars that blend into the landscape, and where its streets remind us to the Formula One Grand Prix. Monaco is small, yes, but every square meter it has style. And then we arrived to Cannes, and my first thought was, this is like being in a movie. Walking down the streets among the palm trees and elegant hotels, you feel you should put on your best red carpet pose, even if it's just you go for a coffee. It was a must. To take a picture at the famous Film Festival Palace, where one of the film events takes place, the most important one of the planet since 1946. The port is located nearby, full of huge yachts that makes you wonder if anyone lives there, or they are there only to show off. And of course its beaches, some of them private and some public, but all of them with that Mediterranean touch, perfect to relax. We were impressed by Cannes so much that we were curious to check out the prices of the ocean view apartments. But when we saw them, we were even more impressed, not in a good way. Here, the local markets are very colorful and perfect for tasting fresh local products, like cheese, ham, fruit, olives. Everything smells, tastes, and looks spectacular. In conclusion, Cannes combines history and culture, cinema and beaches, an elegant atmosphere that makes one of the most outstanding destinations in the south of France. We found a little corner of the French shore, Saint-Maximin, with turquoise beaches, golden sand, a paradise, a place where you relax and wonder, what if I stay here forever? Next stop, Saint-Tropez. Yes, the place that everyone speaks about, and yachts that look like floating buildings. And the streets smell of expensive perfume and freshly made bread. The old port is the heart of the town. Here you will see from traditional boats to yachts that cost more than your entire existence. Pastel-colored houses makes everything look like an Instagram filter, but in real life. The L'Opera is a club restaurant overlooking the yachts and the bell tower. Has an elegant decoration with a refined old Hollywood style. There you can enjoy a high level of gastronomy and Las Vegas type shows, but Rivera version. Here it all started like a small fishing town. But in the 60s, Brigitte Bardot arrived, vacationed, and boom. It became the prototype of the jet-set Saint-Tropez. Put it in your list if you visit the French Riviera soon. Continuing our trip, we arrived in Marseille, the second largest city in France, and one of the oldest ports in the Mediterranean Sea, the one that remains the historic and social center of the city. After a few hours from Marseille, we head north, but not before stopping in an inevitable place. Paris, the city that you never get tired of falling in love. First, yes, the Eiffel Tower. No matter how many times you see it, but always impress me. And we took a picture like the ones on Instagram. And the result, no comments. Go up to the second and last floor of the tower, and you will see how Paris opens up like a giant map at your feet. We continue towards the Louvre, the largest museum in the world, where the Mona Lisa is Da Vinci's paint. Also with the semi-final of the Champions League between Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal. And for a second we thought we were in London. Mount Saint-Michel. We arrived at this rocky island in Normandy, crowned by a medieval abbey that looks like something out of a movie. In fact, it inspired scenarios of The Lord of the Rings and Rapunzel. As it climbs its steep and super narrow streets, you see stores, restaurants and houses that seem frozen in time. And at sunset, the sunlight makes the island look even more beautiful. Sometimes Mont Saint-Michel is surrounded by water, like a floating castle. And hours later, you can walk down to the bay. The tides here go up so fast that people say they advance at the speed of a horse. To see how Mont Saint-Michel turns into an island, it's a spectacle. And the sunset is the most impressive thing I have ever witnessed. Basically free visual therapy. And a tip for you, come early or at sunset. There is less people, and as the hours go by, the landscape changes. It's a delight to the eyes. And if you can spend the night on the island, you won't regret it. It's a surreal experience that you will always remember. And at dawn, if you get up early, before 8 o'clock in the morning, you have the island to yourself just before the tourists arrive. And as they say, God helps those who wake up early. And here it is, Mont Saint-Michel, a time-defying castle, and you feel like you are in the front of something that does not belong to this world. The 6th of June, 1944, here occurred the D-Day. Soldiers from all over the world landed in these arenas to liberate Europe. In this American cemetery in Omaha Beach, white crosses extend as far as the eye can see. It is impossible not to get emotional. Each name represents a story, a family, a sacrifice that helped change world history. Of all these beaches, Omaha is perhaps the most important. One of the hardest fights of the day took place here. And walking along it makes you feel the courage of those that on June 6th they were around. At the end of the day, what remains is gratitude. Thank you for staying with me until the end, and see you in my next video.